morning, welcome back to my channel guys. So as you can see, I'm grinding coffee and I'm grinding a lot of coffee. So basically what I'm doing is I'm grinding all of the beans from this big bag here. And the reason I'm doing that is that I found recently I've gotten really lazy about grinding my coffee beans. I couldn't be bothered doing it every day or every couple of days. So I'm doing the entire bag now and then I'll just have loads of ground coffee. So it's been raining all night, and according to the weather reports, it's not going to stop raining till about 5 PM, which means that Elaine and I will have lots of indoor activities today. Back from walking the dog, and it was one of the wettest walks we've had in a very long time. All showered and dressed and cleaned up now though, so that's great. And it is kind of time to start doing lunch. Today for lunch, Elaine and I are having another vegetarian fry because it's one of our favourite things to do. I'm not going to show you me cooking it just because I've done that loads of times recently and I can't think of another interesting way to do it right now, but I'm going to make it. And while I'm doing that, Frank is doing this. For lunch we have scrambled egg, Denny vegetarian sausages, cauliflower hash browns, and sourdough toast, and coffee. Lunch was really tasty, so I'm just sitting inside with Frank, and Elaine is upstairs doing some filming for her channel, and me and Frank are just going to go take it easy now. So I think I'm going to go and play the Switch for a little while, and I've been playing Resident Evil on the Switch, and I'm playing the original Resident Evil, so the very first one that came out for the PlayStation back in like 1997 or 98 or whenever it was, and I'd never played it before, but I love it. It's a really fun game, and yeah, I think I'm nearly at the end of it, so who knows, maybe I'll finish it today. Okay, so I've just finished Resident Evil there, and I have to say it was a really great game. I really enjoyed it. I had never played it before. I've never played Resident Evil 2, but I would love to play that one. It's not on the Switch though, which is unfortunate. But now I'm just not sure what I should play. Kind of thinking that I might just start Zelda Breath of the Wild again. I've played that I don't know how many times on the Switch now, and it seems that like no matter what I'm playing on the Switch, after a while I keep coming back to Breath of the Wild and just playing it again and again and again. Dinner was delicious. For dinner tonight, Elaine made lentil bolognese, and she's also made us a dessert, which is very exciting, and I can't wait to show you. I'm even more excited to eat it than I am to show you, but I am excited to show you. And it should be ready in about 3 minutes. The bowl is hot, but it is moment of truth time. Big lump of cream, big lump of chocolate cake. Mmm. So good.
Did you get some of the molten lava bit?
Yeah.
Good, isn't it?
It's so tasty.
And it's ridiculously easy to make. But I can't give any of you the recipe because it's my nanny's.
I don't even have the recipe. Which means I will never be making this. Mmm. So good. Good morning. So it is now Sunday, and Elaine and I have been up for a while, and we've just been kind of like doing some sort of stuff in the house, just like tidying and all that kind of crack. But we're in the conservatory now. Well, I'm in the conservatory, and Elaine's over there in the kitchen. Oh shit. Frank is charging into the house from the back garden. Anyway, so the reason I'm in the conservatory is we haven't really been out here much at all this year just because it's so cold out here in the winter. But we find that we don't really use the conservatory a huge amount at the moment anyway, or just in general we haven't been. And we think part of the reason for that is we want to change the colour. So this is the colour that the conservatory is at the moment, and it's this kind of blue colour, which is the same as what we have in the kitchen. And this colour it's been this colour since we painted it when we first moved into the house. And Elaine actually has a house tour video on her channel. So if you're interested in kind of seeing the transformation of the house and everything we did, you should go and check out her video, and I'll leave a link to it in the description in this video. The plan is we're going to put some textures on the wall and basically see what kind of colour we want, because we're basically finding that this blue, like, we really liked it when we first moved into the house. However, since we did all the work in the garden at the end of the summer and treated all our fence panels, the garden looks really vibrant and warm, and it just kind of clashes with this blue. Like, they just look awful together. So we're going to change it. And we're either going to go for like a dark grey or like a brown or something like that. We're not 100% sure.
These are the colours that we have. So the suspense one is kind of like a warm grey, and then the Moda is this dark grey. So I'm going to put them on the walls. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I really like that. These are two testers, so that's obviously the darker one and that's obviously the lighter one, and Elaine is now trying it over here. So far we both kind of agree that the darker one is the one that we prefer, but we're going to try them in a few different spots around the room and like wait for them to dry and maybe do a second coat on them and stuff.
Yeah, because the blue is coming through on them, and I think the blue is coming through just stronger on this one than it is on that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely still leaning towards the darker one.
Same. Because we don't have any dark colours in any part of our house, and I think this is the perfect room to put something dark in.
We've done the second coat. I keep saying we. Elaine's actually doing all the painting. I was just kind of helping with like wiping up splashes and stuff. Anyway.
Were you though?
Yeah, kind of. Anyway, so yeah, we've done the second coat, and Frank is joining us now to see what's going on. So he will give his opinion on which colour he likes. This is where we're at. We've got the second coat on them now, and we both still prefer this one to this one. Although on camera, this actually looks as dark almost as this one. But in real life, this one is darker. So we think we have a winner. But while we were painting, we were chatting as well, and Elaine came up with the idea of getting a quote for an electrician to come out, because we were talking and she was suggesting, and this is something that we talked about a lot when we first bought the house, but Elaine was suggesting getting an electrician to come out and give us a quote to do some rewiring out here, because we're thinking of getting rid of this light and putting in a smart light, and maybe putting another one here, and getting them to take this god-awful thing away, because this is... I feel like this thing would have been like the height of sophistication in like 1870. But now it just looks horrible. And we never use it. It adds to the whole, just like, this is an afterthought of a room in the house, and that's not really what we want. That's true. Elaine just said it also scares the dog. So we can't even use it when he's out here overheating in the summer. So yeah, we think just get rid of it and, you know, kind of just make this room into a proper room that we actually want to be in and use all the time. And then it kind of gives us this room back in the house. So that is what we're going to do. And then it also gives us kind of more time to get organized, so that when we're painting, we're not just painting and then trying to just like decorate the room as we had it before or whatever, but we can actually kind of think about it a bit more and figure out exactly how we want to have the room when it's painted. So yeah, that is what we're going to do with that. It's a lot later, and we've just kind of been taking it easy for a good bit of the afternoon, done some more tidying, some cooking. We've had our dinner, and now we're just taking it easy. We spent a lot of the afternoon just kind of like looking at potential ways of decorating the conservatory when everything's finished. So we've been thinking about things we can do with that. And when I've more to show you with that, I will show you. But for the time being, we're just kind of going to spend some time thinking about things we can do with what we have and about what kind of new things we want to put in there, whether it's furniture or decorations or that kind of thing. So that's our plan for the next while with the conservatory. We're just going to mull some stuff over and use the time we have in lockdown to make it better. So I'm going to leave this video here. That's all I have for you today. I hope you've liked this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. There's Frankie's coming in to say hello and goodbye and show you his bum and mostly say goodbye. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.